Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Let's look at today's lesson. First, we're going to do the perimeter and area of a square. That's what we're going to do straight after this. Then we will move on to the rectangle, going on to the triangle, and then finally get to the circle. So, if we look at perimeter of a square, that means that we need to start at one part of the circle or the rectangle or whatever that is perimeter. So when looking at the perimeter of a square, exactly, we will start then at one end and go around the shape. So there's the first length, the second one, and the fourth. Let's quickly look at the path that the smiley face followed. First, he went around to this length, turned another length, and another length, and one. So you can see there is 4 lengths. It's 4 sides of the same size, and that's why it's just called the length. So now let's quickly look at the square. As you can see, there is only written length. There's 4 lengths, and it's because the sides are equal. So the perimeter would have been the first length plus the next one and the third one and the fourth one. So therefore it's 4 times the length, and then the perimeter for the square is 4 times length. That will be the formula given to you when you need to calculate perimeter of a square. Let's look at an example. Now remember guys, drawings in Mathlit is not always on scale. So even though this looks like a rectangle, we are using it as a square. How do we know that? You can see the side here is 150 meters and 150 meters there, meaning all 4 sides is 150 meters. Now, AB wants to sponsor a fence for his school's soccer field. How much fencing will he need? Now, what do we need to do? We need to go around the shape, around the field. So starting here, we walked 150 meters. Then on this side, we walked another 150 meters, going down past the locker rooms at the end of the field, another 150, and then finally we end with another 150. So that will give us 4 times 150 meters, which is then 600 meters of fencing that is needed. Anna wants to sew a new ribbon around her carpet. How many centimeters of ribbon will she need? Now let's quickly look at the picture of the carpet. First, we can see it is a square. The one side is 100 centimeters and the other side is a meter. Now what's the problem there? The problem here is that you cannot multiply 2 things with different units. So first we need to convert. What are we going to convert? The centimeters. Now remember, 100 centimeters is 1 meter. So this is now a meter. What is the perimeter going to be? It's going to be a meter going there plus another meter, going past that side a meter, and here. So it's going to be, my perimeter is going to be 4 times 1. So then your answer will be 4 meters. She will need 4 meters of a ribbon. Now, when we look at the area of a square, now remember, area is the amount of 2-dimensional space occupied by a 2D shape. The area of a shape is the size of its surface or the base. So what's going to happen is we are tiling the base. There is the length, and then going down is another length, because remember, it is a square, all lengths are the same size. And then we are going to say, well, length times length is length to the power of 2, and that will give us the area covered. There we covered the area of the base. If we look at an example, the school wants to upgrade the locker room by tiling the floor. How many square meters are needed to cover the floor of the locker room? So where's the locker room? The locker room is over there, and it's got a length of 6 meters and another length of 6 meters. So it's a square. And because we are tiling it, we need to calculate the area. The area is length squared, so it's going to be 6 squared, and then it is going to be 36 meters squared. Let's look at the perimeter and the area of a rectangle. Now, what's the difference between a square and a rectangle? A square is all sides are equal, so we only speak about length. And then with a rectangle, only the opposite sides are equal. So this one will be the same as that one, and then the length on this side will be the same as the opposite side. And that is the difference. Remember, the square, all sides are equal. Rectangle, only the opposite sides. So then what happens now is the length from the squares only now becomes widths. So the perimeter again is going to be starting over and going around. There's our smiley face. It's going to show us again. So the length, the width, the length, and the width. They walked around the shape. So therefore, we had one length, one width, one length, and another width. So it's going to be 2 times 2 lengths and 2 widths. So we had to add them up, the length here and the width, and another set. So therefore, it's 2 times the length plus the width. Remember to substitute correctly into the formula, otherwise you will lose marks. The school wants to hang flags around the soccer field. How long must the string of flags be to surround the field? So now we are going to start on that side of the field and hang flags, and hang some more flags and some more flags and some more. How did we walk the perimeter? We walked the 120 plus 80 plus another 120 over here plus another 80. So looking at the formula, it's going to be 2 times 120 plus 2 times 80. And that is 2 times 200. So that is then 400 meters. And then the area of a rectangle. Anna wants to buy a coffee table for her room. If she wants the area of the coffee table to be 30% of the area of the carpet shown below, what must the area of the coffee table be? So what she wants to do is she wants to buy a coffee table to put on her carpet there. That will be the coffee table. But the coffee table must only be 30% of the area of the carpet. So what do we need to do first? First we need to calculate the area of the carpet. So the area is going to be the length times the breadth, and that is 1 times 1,5, meaning my area is 1,5 meters squared. And now the table is going to be 30% of it, so it's 0,3 times 1,5, and that is 0,45 meters squared. But up until now, I've been the one doing all the calculations, so I will give you some time to go and get your calculator so that you can work with me in the next segment. See you soon.